Hello everybody and welcome to FDL Season 2. We're back, still as the Carolina Cyclizars. Last time I made it to the semifinals where I was knocked out by my friend Colin, but this time we're back with a vengeance. I've gone over the entire draft on his channel, I'll link it down in the description. So if you want the full details of everybody's teams, go check there. Our week 1 opponent though is somebody that you guys should all know very well, Duckii of the Valiant Volcaronas. They've drafted Iron Hands, Spectrier, Volcarona, Mimikyu, Hisuian, Samurott, Sandy Shocks, Espathra, Braviary, Appleton, and Caparasha. I guess I should say what the format is in case you don't know. It's basically VGC Regulation D plus Walking Wake and plus Iron Leaves. So it's everything in the game is legal, except for like box legendaries, obviously. So Duckii has actually a pretty scary core of Iron Hands and Spectrier because fighting in Ghost is perfect coverage against everything in the game. So that's pretty scary. Volcarona is a great support mon. Mimikyu can set Trick Room for Iron Hands, or I guess Caparasha, and I guess Appleton's a little slow as well. So there's a Trick Room mode here. I mean, it's just a good attacker otherwise. Samurott Hisui is a physical attacker, water type with sharpness. Sandy Shocks is actually really fast with booster energy. And this was something that I suggested for their team. They asked me, hey, you have any suggestions? I said, get Sandy Shocks, because at the time they had Landorus over Spectrier and Espathra. Espathra Sandy Shocks is a notorious combo because Sandy Shocks can gravity, and then Espathra can start putting stuff to sleep with hypnosis, so we have to be careful of that. There's Espathra again, obviously. It's got speed boost or opportunist, so I'm not going to be doing too much boosting. Excuse me. Braviary is kind of scary because I've got 2 Intimidators on my team, as you'll see in just a second. And then Appleton, probably not coming. Caparasha might. So yeah, scary team overall. Duckii's a great player. We've played 3 times now. I've beaten them once, they've beaten me twice. Duckie's a great player. I've beaten them once, they've beaten me twice. Yeah, so Duckii and I have played 3 times now. They're a great player. I've beaten them once, they've beaten them. So Duckie's a great player. We've played 3 times now. I've beaten them once and they've beaten me twice. So I'm coming back. I'm looking for revenge this time to even the score. So yeah, we can get into my team. I've gotten the core of Mouse Ape, which is a core that I'm pretty comfortable with. I brought it to Charlotte Regionals when I went there, and I did well. I unfortunately didn't make day 2. I feel like I might have, except I wrote some stuff down on my team sheet wrong, so I got a forfeit loss in my round 2. And if I didn't have that, I feel like I would have done a lot better because I would have won that for sure without that. But my team that I brought there was Mouse Ape with Roaring Moon to deal with psychic types that threaten Annihilate. As well as being one of the fastest Tailwinders, because back then we didn't have Tornadus in the format. Unfortunately, Roaring Moon got taken by the Roaring Moons over here, so I got Gyarados, which was my backup. It's still very bulky support. It can Dragon Knits if it wants. It's got Taunt, which is something that I usually forget to get in Draft League. I forget to get high-tier Taunters. This time I actually got one. I guess I have 2, because Annihilate. And I think Mousehole learns Taunt too, so that's a couple. So I can stop Trick Room pretty reliably by just double taunting into the setter. Treads, it's just one of the good steel types up high. I didn't think it was going to be too great because it doesn't get a good ground type move. Like, you're forced to either Earthquake or Stomping Tantrum, which is just so weak compared to Headlong Rush that Great Tusk can do, which I actually don't think got taken. I don't think anybody took Great Tusk. Yeah, it's still there. So if I want that, I could switch. Obviously, I don't need a fighting type though because I have Annihilate, and a steel type is just so nice to have. The reason Great Tusk or Iron Treads is an A tier is because there's like not many good steel types. Like, you look through here, Heatran's an S tier, Scizor is an A tier, so that's probably one of the best ones. And then Goodra over here is a high tier one, which is like, it's bulky, yeah, but it unfortunately doesn't resist Fairy, which is what I wanted my steel type to do versus Annihilate, or to pair with Annihilate. But then that pairs well with Gyarados because I can Earthquake next to my Gyarados, I can Earthquake next to my Rotom, and then down here I've got some other guys that I can Earthquake next to, like Noivern and Bramblegast, or Rabsca, not Bramblegast, with Telepathy. Then we have rotom-wash. As I mentioned in Colin's video, I wanted Rotom Heat. The draft was Snake Draft, so it went this way, then it came back this way, then this way, then this way, and then this way. So it was coming to me, and then I'm like, okay, I want Iron Treads, and I want Rotom Heat. So then I look at this guy's team, and I see, what's he more likely to take? He's got 2 flying types. I don't think he had Hydreigon at this point, so he had these 2. I'm like, okay, well, he's got 2 flying types that he might be able to Earthquake next to, and that one's a Fire type, that one's an Electric type. So he's got Fire and Electric. He doesn't need Rotom Heat. So I'm like, okay, give me the Iron Treads. And then he took Rotom Heat right here. And I'm like, dang. All right, well, whatever. Rotom-wash is still fine. It doesn't share any weaknesses with Gyarados, which is nice. because flying resists grass and electric resists electric, so they don't share weaknesses, which is still nice. And it's just another floater and an electric type for my team, and it's a steal in B tier. Rotom is usually A tier, at least Heat and Wash specifically, but rotom-wash in B tier, I'm not going to say no to that. Overquill is another Intimidator. It's also a Dark type to help against Psychic types, and it's a Poison type to help with Fairies, so it's just nice typing for my team. It's got good stats. Noivern was... I wanted a Tailwind setter somewhere on the team, and Noivern is just great value in C tier. The other one I considered was Kilowattrel, which it's taken some... Right here. Somebody took Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel's a little bit faster and it hits a little bit harder, but Noivern is still pretty good. I used it last time. If you saw my battles there, I brought it almost every week, I think. Rabsca is really here just for Revival Blessing, because that's a cool thing that you can do with Annihilate. You power up the Rage Fist, get a kill with it, then it goes down, and then you revive it later, and then it comes back and cleans up late game, and you don't even have to bother boosting it again, because it keeps the boost. Then I took Sneasel for Beat Up on Annihilate. It's fast, it's immune to Fake Out with Inner Focus, it's got Fake Out of its own, Ice coverage is nice, and it doesn't need to be bulky, because Ice types are not traditionally very bulky. So it's nice. And then the last one, I wanted Electrode in this slot, Hisuian Electrode. That was taken, so I just went with Bramblegast. Noivern Bramblegast is a nice combo. You can Boom Burst next to it, you can set Tailwind for it, and it hits really hard. But yeah, that's the team that I've drafted. I'm very happy with it. The only mon that I would consider switching is Rotom-wash if this person wants to trade Rotom Heat, which I've already asked and they said they don't. So this is probably the team we're going to be sticking with unless somebody else drops something that I really like. Let's get into the team. As I said, my week 1 opponent is Duckii, and I expect them to bring something along these lines. Spectrair is their S tier, and it's good into me because, I mean, I've got Annihilate. It's a good into Annihilate. It hits everything else except Overquill and Mousehold for neutral or super effective. Oh, aside from Sneasel, but Sneasel is not bulky enough to really have that matter. I'm thinking something like this. This could also be, if they want to go crazy, it could be Terra Normal defensively, and then instead of Terra Blast, this could be Nasty Plot and just be one attack Nasty Plot. But I was thinking, you know, most likely, actually it could even be, I did not consider Terra Fighting, but that's something that it could be as well, because Fighting Ghost is perfect coverage. Could be that. And this Will-O-Wisp could even be dropped for Nasty Plot, but my team is quite physical, so I do kind of expect Will-O-Wisp. Then Iron Hands, I think, absolutely comes. It's just so hard to kill. It's so bulky. There's something like this. It could have Protect in this slot. Could be Swords Dance in this slot. But I had Ice Punch for Noivern, and it could be Thunder Punch for Gyarados. Oh no, it's Wild Charge. I mean the Wild Charge could be Thunder Punch if they don't want to take Recoil. Whoops, do not want to close OBS. What was Ice Punch? Ice Punch was for Noivern and Bramblegast. Actually, Bramblegast completely walls this thing if it doesn't have Ice Punch. That's something to consider. Oh, I also did not give it the last EVs. I have no idea how to build EV spreads for Iron Hands. It's probably going to be something like this, if I had to guess, just because its HP is so high. But I don't know how to build Iron Hands EV spreads, but I'll just guess something like that. Volcarona, I'm just going with a bulky one. It could be fast and offensive versus this team. I don't know. I think bulky is better. I think you want to use it for Rage Powder support versus me. Because you can protect Spectrair, and then, I mean, if this is Nasty Plot Spectrair, you do like the redirection a lot, and then obviously the Fake Out helps a lot too. Also, important to note, I really expect Iron Hands going Clear Amulet. Or I guess it could be White Herb with Close Combat, but I very much expect Drain Punch with Clear Amulet, because I've got 2 Intimidators. And Assault Vest isn't so important, because my team is primarily physical. Yeah, Sash here for sure. If the Sash isn't here, then it's here. I just put Life Orb here. I think something like this is like Mousehold Insurance, because you can redirect the Population Bomb into the Volcarona. I probably expect Terra Water. Terra Steel, I could maybe see. Terra... No, I don't think it ever goes Terra Rock. I'm just trying to think, is there a type that is good into my Rotom? No, there's not really anything. I think Terra Water is the type that it's going to be, because you'll take a Water hit from Rotom if you predict correctly. You can still take Rock hits from here. You can take any hit from here, because Terra Steel would make you weak to fighting, which I don't think you want to do. Terra Steel is better for Mouse Hold, though. Terra Ghost, you're not going to get me with Rocky Helmet Chip or Flame Body, so I think it's Terra Water. Probably something like this. I don't think you really need Giga Drain. I think one attack is probably enough. It could be Fiery Dance, though. So that's important to note, because one thing that's important is that if this is Heat Wave only, it's walled by Bramblegast, so it could be Fiery Dance instead. Then I think Braviary probably comes. I don't know if this is the item. It might be Walkenberry. I've had that run versus me in the past. This is enough speed to outspeed just a basic Annihilate speed creep, because I don't know if they would want to go fully like fast and jolly, because it's still slower than a lot of my stuff if it does that. Was that right? Yeah, 113. I don't know what this move is. It could be Facade, but I got a couple Will-O-Whispers on the team. Could be something like this. I also didn't give it a Terra type. It would probably be Terra Ground if I had to guess. Did I give? Yeah, I gave everybody else Terra types. Sandy Shocks, I just put these two on the last slots because I don't really know what else would be good versus me. We can take a look. Mimikyu, I could see Mimikyu coming. The Fairy type attack is good into Annihilate. It walls Mouse Hold. Doesn't like being intimidated. It's not great into Iron Treads. It's okay into Overquill. Actually, does Ghost resist poison? I think it does. So it's like neutral versus Overquill, but it's being intimidated, so it's weaker. It is good into Noivern. It's good into Rabsca. It's good into Bramblegast, and it's good into Sneasel. So I could see Mimikyu coming. Samurott, Hisui, I could also maybe see coming. If it does, it's probably going to be one of the critting sets with Scope Lens, where it's going to try and crit through the Intimidate drops, which is interesting. That's an option. Sandy Shocks. Actually, let me see. Does Samurott? Let's see. Ceaseless Edge, does this have a high crit rate? It does not. Does Aqua Cutter? I think that does, right? High crit ratio. So it could be that. Night Slash has a high crit ratio. Sacred Sword does not, but I mean, you probably wouldn't be needing that for anything but like Mouse Hold and Treads. But then Treads is also hit by water. Alright, so yeah. It could come. I've got preparations in place for it, though, so it's not a threat if it comes. The big ones that I'm scared of are these two, Volcarona. These guys are very volatile, but I've got plans in place for them. And Copper Rush I don't think really disturbs any plans that I have, because it's just kind of weak to the guys that I plan to bring. Braviary is very scary, because I have to rely on inaccurate moves to kill it. Next mon is Rotom. Rotom, I'm not carrying Will-O-Wisp on. Or I'm not carrying Hydro Pump on, I'm sorry, I've favored Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Ball over that. This is probably the frailest Rotom I've ever run. I had Rotom Fan in the past, but I don't think I've ever gone this fast and this special attack invested. But this is a great speed tier because this is 1 point faster than Hisui and Samurott, so by investing max speed, I always outspeed it, and with Life Orb Thunderbolt, I always kill it, unless it Terras, obviously. So that's very good. This special attack is... Well, I'll get to Iron Treads in a moment. But Will-O-Wisp cripples Iron Hands because I expect it to be Clear Amulet and not Lumberry or not anything like that. Shadow Ball is for Spectrier, Mimikyu. They had a Psychic type, right? Espathra, yes, yeah. Spectrier, Mimikyu, Espathra, all of which I think are very good in this matchup, so I think they all probably come, maybe not Mimikyu. And then Thunderbolt is for Samurott and Braviary. And those are two ones that my other guys aren't as prepped for. Specifically, Braviary is one that... This is my Braviary counter, because it's always faster, always one-shots, unless it's Terra Ground. But then that's risky because they don't know that I don't have Hydro Pump. Next up is this guy. Basically, if I find out that it's not Clear Amulet Iron Hands, I can bring this guy and just start cycling Intimidate to kill it. I have to be careful of the Braviary, though. But with Mirror Herb, I will get +2 attack, and then I'm always faster than Braviary with this guy. Unfortunately, he's slower, so he can't always be faster than Samurott as well, but at least I'm always faster than Braviary. Crunch is for Spectrier. Gunk Shot is just neutral damage on pretty much everything on this team. Yeah, neutral damage here. That's a resist there, but Dark is very effective. I think Crunch is neutral, I'm pretty sure Gunk Shot's neutral into Bug, but Bug and Poison are the two types that I don't know the type chart fully for, specifically resistances. It's neutral into Mimikyu, neutral into Samurott. Yeah, it's just good neutral damage all around, except like Sandy Shocks, Copper and the Ghosts. Then I have Terra Blast, Terra Fairy, because that can one-shot Iron Hands, which is really nice, if I'm at +2, obviously. I also considered Aqua Jet in this slot. Another thing I could do is Terra Flying if I want to dodge ground-type attacks. Not sure. But like I said, Braviary, Gunk Shot one-shots Braviary, but that's inaccurate, so I have to rely on inaccurate moves to kill the Braviary reliably. Next up is Noivern. This Noivern, unfortunately, is slower than Spectrier without being Scarfed, and I can't one-shot it if I am Scarfed. So I just decided to go Specs. I've got Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Psychic. That hits a lot of this team for like a ton of damage. Basically, this is just going to be in the back most of the time, and come out, probably fire off like one Draco Meteor into anything except Spectrier, because that's the one mon that I'm slower than. It's faster than everything else, I guess, except for Booster Shocks or Speed Boosted Espathra. Yeah, and then Draco Meteor will one-shot Samurott, does a ton to Volcarona. Psychic is to 2-shot Iron Hands, I believe. Let's check that. Noivern. Oh, I still have my semifinals one in there. And Iron Hands. Yeah, Psychic 2-shots that. I mean, Draco Meteor does more, but then I'm lowering my special attack. Yeah, that's just a ton of damage. Like, if I had Helping Hand somewhere on the team, I could one-shot Iron Hands, which is horrifying. Yeah. And then, what about Spectrier? Probably goes down, right? Actually, no. But with you'll see what's important about that in a moment. Last but certainly not least, in fact, last but most important is this Donphan. Not Donphan, Iron Treads. It is Bulldoze with Booster Energy, Max Speed. This is important because Espathra hits 105 speed by being 106 with Booster. That means we're faster than even +1 Espathra. That's very important. And then we can Bulldoze it and make... This thing is my speed control for the entire game. This is my most important Pokemon in the matchup. Because I'm planning on leading this plus either Rotom or Annihilate, which I haven't gone over yet. But yeah, Bulldoze is speed control. Stone Edge will put Braviary into Drain Punch range for Annihilate. And Earthquake is just good damage into Iron Hands. So the important thing here, the coolest interaction of this team is this Iron Treads plus Annihilate, which is Covert Cloak, Vital Spirit. So Covert Cloak means that I can't be affected by secondary effects. For one, that means if I have Terra Darked, I can't be faked out by the Iron Hands anymore. But most importantly, I don't get speed dropped by Bulldoze, because that's the secondary effect. So Duckii might see that and they think, Clear Amulet here. It's actually Covert Cloak. And then like maybe they'll try and fake me out, expecting Clear Amulet, or something like that, I don't know. But Vital Spirit is important for the Espathra matchup. I can't be put to sleep. Terra Dark is also important there. If I have Terra Darked and I have Vital Spirit, I wall the Espathra. It can't touch me at all. Rage Fist. So basically the plan is to Bulldoze. I will now proc Rage Fist to 100 base power, and now I have Annihilate faster than the entire team, and I can get a kill with Rage Fist, hopefully, on just about anything except Iron Hands. But I have it set so that Bulldoze, basically if it's Iron Hands Spectrier lead, I Bulldoze, then I Rage Fist the Spectrier to kill it before it moves, then next turn I Earthquake. So then it's basically Earthquake and Bulldoze, and then a 150 base power Rage Fist kills every Iron Hands ever. So that is very important. So, like, I basically just beat the Iron Hands Spectre Elite, and I would also just Terra Ghost to dodge Fake Out. And then if the thing that comes in to replace Spectre is a threat, I just Encore the Iron Hands into Fake Out, and then it can't do anything. Or if it's Sword Stances, I can Encore it into that, and it's sitting there doing nothing. I'm feeling very good. I think this is one of the most fun teams that I've ever made. And obviously, if this doesn't work, I have other options. Like, I can lead this plus Rotom is much more consistent into Braviary because I no longer have to rely on Stone Edge Drain Punch, to kill the Braviary. I can just Thunderbolt it first. My Rotom's always faster. I can also bring this guy, but I'd have to hit a Gunk Shot to get the KO on Braviary. But I don't want to lead this guy plus Donphan. So like this guy's only out if Donphan is like very bad, or if Duckii's found a way to stop it. I can also lead Mousehold Annihilate is another thing that I've tested. This is Technician offensive Mousehold, but it's nice and it baits like friend guard, so like I still got follow me, so that I can just steal away shadow balls away from Annihilate, which is nice. This pop bomb plus drain punch. I think it's drain punch, and pop bomb kills every Iron Hands as well, which is really nice. With this attack stat, that's the reason originally I had Thunder Punch here, because it's better into Braviary, it's better into Samurott, which are the two things that resist Rage Fist. But then Drain Punch is still better into Samurott, well, better than Thunder Punch. And this still, it's really just because Stone Edge plus Drain Punch still kills the Braviary. And also important to note is that Stone Edge kills every Volcarona that doesn't Terra. So if Duckies use their Terra, it always goes down to Stone Edge. What else? There's one more important thing, and that's this Noivern. Originally I had it at Frisk, but I've decided to go Telepathy instead, so that way I can still Terra Ghost and still dodge Earthquakes and Bulldozes. So that is the team. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's good, but Duckii is an amazing player, so I'm sure their team is going to be very good as well. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. So stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Alright, let's get into this. Got the damage calc up, got the Gengar notebook once again. We're running out of pages here, probably like 2 more draft leagues and then it'll be donezo, depending on if I actually go to official tournaments or do anything else that I need to write down in here. Whew. I am getting nervous again, but that usually happens at the start of draft leagues. By week 3 or 4, I'll probably be pretty set. Depends on who I'm facing, though. Duckii is gone on record to beat me more often than I've beat them, so they're a great player. So if I lose a match this time, this is... I would like to lose to Duckii over other people, I think. I would be less... There's no shame in losing to Duckii. Duckii's a great player. There we go. Okay, Spectre, Iron Hands, Espathra, Samurott, Braviary. Like, exactly what I thought. Espathra, Sandy Shocks, Samurott, Braviary. Alright, so, in my case, I'm definitely leading Donphan. Question is this Braviary getting led, or is it going to be a Spectrier lead? Because if it's Braviary, I'd rather have Rotom. If it's Spectrier, I'd rather have Annihilate. I think I'll lead Annihilate. That's better into the Espathra Sandy Shocks. In the back, I'm definitely taking Rotom. And in the back, do I want Noivern or Mousehold? I'll take Mousehold, I think. Yeah. Best of luck to Duckii, and let's hop right into it. They've got Roaring Moon, I've got Iron Valiant in my picture. That's funny. Alright, let's see what we got. Espathra Sandy Shocks. This is great. And obviously my nickname theme is like old, like 2000s-esque memes. I've never seen Shiny Espathra, by the way. Alright, is it... It is Booster Sandy Shocks, and let's see what stat. Speed, okay. Alright. I am going to Bulldoze. Now, question is, do I Terra Dark and just ignore the Espathra? Or do I just... I can't kill the Espathra. Actually, I can. Is the Espathra protecting, though? No, Annihilate is slower than -1. Ooh. Would I protect the Espathra if I was Duckii here? I feel like this is actually entirely safe. I hate to reveal Encore this early, though. But this is covering for Espathra Protect and Espathra Attack into the Annihilate. Oh, it's Sandy Shocks Protect! Jesus Christ, that's not what I expected. Oh, it's just double Protect, okay. Well, that was, I jumped the gun a little bit on that turn. Let's see what is Iron Treads doing here. Earthquake does not kill the Sandy Shocks. But I am faster than the Sandy Shocks, and I'm still faster than the Espathra, too. Maybe I bulldoze. Do I protect the Annihilate here? Bulldoze makes him slower. Yeah, I'll protect the Annihilate. This is unfortunate. I probably should have seen the double protect coming. It's quite obvious. This ensures that Iron Treads is faster than both next turn, and it can maybe take a double KO with Earthquake even. Dazzling Gleam. Okay, I should have written that down. And Earth Power, okay. Okay, Mousehold's faster now than both. No, not faster than Espathra. It is faster than Sandy Shocks, though. I'll do that, and then I will Rage Fist this slot, I suppose. It sucks losing Iron Treads that early. Protect. And protect here. And speed boost. I should have thought of that better, honestly. I mean, I can just leave this as Espathra. It can't touch... Oh, well, that's fine. Mousehold... maybe it's putting Annihilate to sleep. Maybe that would be best case scenario. Okay, well, it is attacking the Mousehold. Mousehold should live this easily. That's telling me that that's probably sashed, to be quite honest. Okay, so Annihilate gets one. Yes. Okay. Spectre is actually not even the worst thing to happen here. Because right now I've lost my speed control, but it can't touch Annihilate in Terra Dark, unless it's Terra Fairy. Braviary comes in. My Mousehold is faster than that and should always KO it. Which I'm actually gonna do... Ooh, the Sandy Shocks is slower than me, actually. I'll go for that. And then I'll go for Rage Fist on the Sandy Shocks. I'm sacking... this is bad if it's... Who do I have in the back? Rotom. Alright, well... I actually think I will just... If the Tailwind comes out, that's bad. It's does the Braviary protect or Tailwind? I feel like it's gonna Tailwind. I think I got that in. I think I got that in. Oh, it's CC. Never mind. That just changes things. And it is Scarf, too. Okay. Well, it's good to know that's Scarfed. And it's sub Sandy Shocks. Right, Rotom. Alright, well I T-Bolt this slot for sure. And then I have to protect Annihilate here, I think. There's no gravity up, so the Sandy Shocks isn't threatening Rotom. It will get a sub, though, which is kind of unfortunate. CC into my Annihilate. Unless the Sandy Shocks has, like, Energy Ball or something. It is just T-Bolt. Does more than half my Rotom. That's very unfortunate. Yep, that kills. Okay, Rotom gets one. I've revealed Life Orb. If this is Iron Hands, I've got a shot. Actually, I think I've also got a shot of Spectrier, too. It is Iron Hands. Okay. So the Iron Hands is probably going to... This is where it gets tricky, because is it going to fake out one of these guys, or is it going to just go for the Drain Punch on Annihilate? I have to get it right. I think I protect this. I'm gonna bank on the fake out on Annihilate, I think. But I've got Covert Cloak. Okay, something is Terra-ing. Maybe Iron Hands Terra Grass? Okay. Is it Terra Grass? It is Terra, what is that, Normal? Terra Normal Iron Hands, interesting. It's trying to dodge, Rage Fist. Sub. Ah, damn. And this is gonna be Drain Punch onto my Annihilate. Annihilate probably dies. Oh, it's Body Press. Oh, onto the Rotom. Okay, wait, Body Press. That changes things. My Rotom is going to go down to the Sandy Shocks here, unfortunately. I guess I go for Double Protect. Yeah, I guess I have to go for Double Protect here. Nope, didn't get it. Well, Ape's gonna get a second KO. Let's just see. Maybe Ape lives Body Press. Iron Hands does have good defense, but not quite that good. That definitely changes the Iron Hand spread that this is probably going to be. Do I live this? I do! Okay. I guess I Drain Punch, but I don't think this kills. I need a Mega Crit. Alright, so what do I adjust for game 2? I mean, I think my lead is still good. What's better into that, though? I mean, does Duckii even do that again? I mean, just expecting the Double Protect turn 1. Maybe. Well, there's no, the Braviary is Scarfed. I could lead Overquill. Overquill's not... Well, Overquill sucks into the Iron... the Sandy Shocks, though, because it's faster. Noivern is an option. If it's Double Protect, then Tailwind is good. Then I have to switch, because I'm Specs. I could Bring Mousehold. I mean, the same thing is okay, I think. I just have to play better. Do I do Noivern? Getting a Tailwind up is really good. Noivern Mousehold. Is that bad? I really do want this Rotom, though. Do I leave Annihilate? This is risky. Leaving the Annihilate behind. It's good into the Iron Hands, though, if it's not, if it's like, bulky. As long as I don't Terra, obviously. No, I think I do want the Iron Hand, or the... Mousehold Annihilate with you and you in the back. Let's see. So if it is that same lead, I guess I just beat up. Yeah, I beat up if I expect the double protect, then I can send out the Iron Treads later in the game, instead of right at the beginning. This also puts some immediate pressure on this combo. This forces an interesting 50-50, though, on, because Duckii now knows that I'm Terra Dark. Okay, same lead, same lead. Okay. Booster speed. Alright, question is this the spot they're protecting? Because the Sandy Shocks would want to be... This really fucking sucks into the... Alright, I'm just gonna have to hope that Duckii goes for the gravity, Do I have to hope that, though? Because, like, obviously Duckii's saying that I could go for the beat up here, which they might want to avoid. So I'm gonna try this. Okay, Earth Power. Mousehold's faster, good. And that's gonna be a KO for Mousehold. As long as I don't miss. That's a crit, good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Mousehold gets one. Good, 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 good. I have Rotom, so now I can safely switch Mousehold into Rotom and avoid that Earth Power. Braviary comes in. We know that this is Scarfed. I mean, maybe I just double protect here, just to see what the Braviary wants to do. Or switch Rotom in better. I think I will switch in Rotom. And protect. I'm kind of expecting a Brave Bird onto the Annihilate slot. Let's see. No Terras from either side. I'm hoping for Brave Bird onto the Annihilate. Earth Power into Rotom, yes. And then Brave Bird into Annihilate. Nice, okay. That's B. B. And we now know that that is Scarfed. And I'm in a much more comfortable position, because the Sandy Shocks has to go for Earth Power here. And this Braviary has to go for Braviary has to go for Brave Bird. I'm going to Thunderbolt it. Do I need Mousehold for anything in the back? Not really. I'm fine to just sack it, I think. Then get Treads in. It's probably Terra Ground. Terra Ghost, okay. Alright, goodbye, Mousehold. You deserve a good rest. Brave Bird into the Rotom slot. Less than half, although with the Life Orb damage, might do more than half. Donphan is faster, though. So Earthquake finishes this up. What Terra type is the Rotom? Ghost? Yeah, so that doesn't resist anything. I'm going to protect from the Oh, wait. This thing is still Encored, right? Yes, last turn of Encore, it has to go... Wait, I'm actually completely fine to Shadow Ball it then, because it can't go for T-Bolt. I'm going to Terrastalize Ghost so that I can keep my Iron Treads around for a turn, and Earthquake here. I should live an Earth Power after this. Should kill the Braviary, and should put the Sandy Shocks within Shadow Ball range. I'm going to be able to take an Earth Power. Because I'm now Ghost type. And Shadow Ball should kill. Nice. Okay. Iron Treads takes one, and Rotom takes another. There's probably Spectre or Hands in the back. Iron Hands, okay. No Terra available. I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp this. And just Earthquake. Don't need to... Oh, maybe checking... No, there's no reason it would be Clear Amulet if it's using Body Press over its physical moves. Let's see what damage this does. Like 33%. Iron Defense. It's a little bit scary, but it can't hit Donphan with Body Press. It's lefties. And no Terra is available. I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball plus Earthquake. That's doing less. I mean, we're just fishing for a crit here. Actually, one more turn probably takes it out. It's gonna try and kill the Rotom here. Oh, it's trying to kill the... That did nothing. Oh, the Para! Ah, the Para. The Rotom's the one that needs to go down, though, with the Body Press. Shadow Ball, EQ. Who's gonna get the kills? Rotom here? Yes, Rotom gets another one. Rotom's got 3. Okay, now game 3. This is where shit gets interesting. Because... it's been the same for both times. I mean, it worked the first time, obviously. I did get the read right on turn 1 there. So that's something to keep in mind. I can't reliably do that again. I'd have to get a 50-50 rate, assuming it's the same lead. But looking at this, there's been no fake out from the Iron Hands. We also know it's Iron Defense. And T-Punch. Alright. So I probably don't expect that again, which means it's probably going to be like... I mean, a Braviary lead would be scary. So in the case that it is Braviary, like, Donphan, Rotom is the best. How does this fare into Espathra Sandy Shocks? Like, not really very good at all, to be quite honest. Because, yeah, once the booster comes, then that's very scary. But are they going to do that again? This is not good, though. Do I want you in the back? No, I do want the Rotom, like, a lot. This is really scary, because, like, this is just the only lead that I have consistently that is good into Espathra Sandy Shocks. Because the Double Protect just really screws up everything. Well, actually... it's scuffed. Braviary Sandy Shocks this time, okay. This definitely changes things. Question is, does the Braviary... Actually, I think it's completely safe. I really hate gunning my Terra immediately, but Pop Bomb onto the Braviary is a guaranteed KO. I hate that, but it's avoiding a 50-50. Yeah, I'll avoid the 50-50. I don't know if I should have switched into Rotom there. This is risky, but best case scenario, it's close combat into the Mouse Hold, and then Earth Power or the other one into Annihilate. Please be close combat in the Mouse Hold. Damn it, I shouldn't have Terra'd. Whatever. I'm taking a KO with Mouse Hold, though. Oh, it doubled into. That's crazy. That probably just immediately loses me the game. Wow. That was a great play right there. Rotom comes in. Wow. I got owned on that play. No Terra, please. Okay, subbing. This is still in a winnable position, I think. Once this Braviary goes down to T-Bolt. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that image. Rotom's taking one with T-Bolt. Now, it all depends on who comes in on this slot next to the Sandy Shocks. I have unfortunately burned my Terra. Spectrier comes in. Is it protecting? I'm just gonna assume no. I kind of have to make a play here. I mean, I can bulldoze. I can just protect this guy from the Earth Power that's coming in. That might be better. Wait, no. A better play. If I'm going to make that play, I might as well break the sub with you. Protect you. I'm hoping the Spectre protects here. It did not protect. But the Sandy Shocks, I got that read right. Shadow Ball shouldn't kill my Rotom from here. Okay, that's good, that's good. This should break the sub. Bulldoze. Is this Earthquake range? 70%. No, it's only taken sub chip. Well, I guess if I get the high roll on this Earthquake, it'll die. I protect you. And now I EQ here, and I have to go for a high roll on the Sandy Shocks. Oh, there's a Terra coming in. Is it Shocks? Or is it Spectrier? It's probably Shocks, right? Yeah. Terra Grass? Terra Flying. Okay, well that's really good for them. And there's the protect. Oh damn, they just got that turn entirely right. Unless it's T-Bolt on the Rotom, which I really doubt it is. Please be T-Bolt. I don't know why it would be. It's gonna be Earth Power. Yeah. Oh, damn. I made... I just got the turn 1 wrong. This is just such a volatile game. I've still got a shot. If it's not... it has to not be Sash Spectra, which I think it probably almost always is. T-Bolt into my that. Shadow Ball into my Annihilate. I knew I lived that. It's gonna be sashed. Oh, it just lived. Oh, it's actually not sashed at all. Wow. Well, I would still just die to the Sandy Shocks next turn. It was Citrus. I guess it's just bulky Citrus. It's got... Well, I don't need to write anything down because I lose from here. Yeah. Very well played to Duckii. They just got the turn 1 immediately correct there and then had a Terraflying Sandy Shocks. Damn. I think I had really good prep, though. I guess I probably should have played Game 1 better. If I'd played Game 1 better, I would have won at Game 2. Yeah, that Braviary was... I knew it was going to be a threat. I didn't really expect Scarf, though. Yeah, maybe... I don't know. This team doesn't really have much speed control outside of Dawnfan or Iron Treads, which doesn't work on Braviary. I have Tailwind Noivern, but I was Specs, so I didn't really want to Specs myself into Tailwind. But yeah, everything was just slower than the Sandy Shocks and the Espathra if it got a speed boost. Let me say GG's. Hey guys.
Hi.
GG, Conix.
Good games, good games. Great plays in Game 3. Yeah, turn 1 like completely just gave you so much momentum.
Yeah, I didn't feel a need to click close combat, honestly. If you switch, you switch. If not, then... Well, I get the knockout. Yeah. Did you not have Protect on the mouse hold? I'm curious.
I did. I just was, I wanted to kill the Braviary.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I figured you would, well, I was trying to avoid a 50-50, because I really just don't like betting it all on a 50-50. So I'm like, okay, either you're going to, Earth Power for the 2-hit KO on mouse hold, and then Brave Bird Annihilate for the 1-hit KO. Or you're gonna close combat the mouse hold, and then Earth Power the Annihilate for just chip. But I didn't expect you to double up on the mouse hold. Because I still was threatening, like, follow me and stuff, too. But, I mean, I guess mouse hold, or Annihilate with unboosted isn't really a threat in that situation.
That's how I usually deal with it. Either I ignore Annihilate, or just disrespect the mouse hold and kill it.
Yeah, just kill it. Yeah, and the, well, the Braviary being scarfed was, very clutch, because my mouse hold was faster than, EV to be faster than it. Well, also...
it can't be easy. Wait, are you scarfed yourself?
No. I meant if you weren't scarfed, I'd be faster. And my mouse holds EV to KO, like the bulkiest Braviary that I expected, but scarfed was just too fast.
Yeah, I was looking at that and was like, do they have a counter for Scarfed Braviary? Only if they put a Scarf on one of the faster Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I had Iron Treads would have been faster, but I couldn't one-shot you, because I did have Stone Edge on it, but it does like an 80 to 90%.
Yeah, Braviary's the hella tanky for some reason.
Yeah, it's really good. That was the one that I was most afraid of. That's why I brought Rotom every game, because I needed something that could live a Brave Bird and also KO it back.
Yeah. GG's though.
Good game, good game.
Set. You caught me off guard to game 2, really. The position
with the
was
lead.
just way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lead was also really good.
Because I figured...
was like,
yeah, I figured you didn't want to give me a free beat up, so my mouse hold was EV to be faster than unboosted Espathra for that reason.
Yeah, makes sense. I was so close to considering Protect, and I was like,
yeah, I mean, I was on the fence too. I'm like, okay, do I do the beat up, or do I go for the KO here? And I'm like, okay, I don't think they'll give me a free beat up, so I'm gonna risk it all and go for the Pop Bomb. And then I had Encore on Annihilate, which a lot of people don't know it gets. So I was hoping to Encore you into Gravity or something, but I got Earth Power instead, which was fine because Rotom came in after that.
Yeah.
Because my Annihilate, I think you saw in game 1, but it was Covert Cloak to avoid the speed drop from Bulldoze.
I thought it was clear. I mean, a little bit Covert Cloak makes sense.
And I had Vital Spirit as the ability for
oh wow,
for Espathra, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
cool.
so I figured if I Terra Dark, I just wall Espathra, because like you would obviously have like Dazzling Gleam, but you can't hit me with Lumina Crash and you can't put me to sleep. So that's what I did game 1, but then it just didn't end up working out. So then I swapped.
That's also why I had the Body Press Iron Defense hands, because I felt like, okay, yeah, well, if you have anything that Terra Darks, then my hands just destroys it, and then if you don't Terra Dark, it's like, okay, Espathra has a free field here.
I mean, it's so bulky. It just like it would probably still. Well, I guess I'd have to not be a ghost type anymore. But yeah, like a lot of my team is physical, so Iron Defense is really good versus my team.
To be fair, you had that Encore to kind of counter that.
yeah, I could Encore you into the one of them. Yeah. I was hoping you'd be Fake Out. I was gonna that's what Encore was for, so that I could Encore it into Fake Out or something like that.
The moment you showed Encore, I'm like, nope, I'm not thinking anything that he can lock me into. No.
Except for protecting with your guys that were faster, obviously. Like Sandy Shocks could protect because you're faster.
I guess you could Encore me into sub, but you'd need to read that, so I didn't feel the need to really play around that. If you get the read, so be it.
Yeah.
You'd still need to break through my like 3 subs or whatever I had left. Yeah. Scarf Braviary MVP.
It really was, yeah. Yep. I was hoping for Tailwind, because I'm like, if it's Tailwind, then I can just have Rotom be faster than it, or Mousehold be faster than it, and just kill it on the turn that it sets up.
Honestly, I just didn't feel the need for Tailwind.
Yeah. Because, I mean, your Espathra and your Sandy Shocks are both just really fast without it. Spectre is faster than everything except Booster, Iron Treads, and Iron Hands is not faster than anything even under Tailwind.
Yeah. Well, I can make it 90 speed, so it outspeeds Mousehold even, so... That is a possibility, but it was too slow for your team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see, KOs.
Oh yeah, the treads. The treads was when I was building this, I was like, wait, I just lose to speed boost treads. I'm just gonna clap booster energy on and the Terra flying, like it will be fine.
That definitely came out.
If they're boosted, then like they like damage, so like who cares? Like the Bulldogs didn't even do 50%. That was kind of
it does what 40 to. Yeah, it does 50 on a high roll, but I'm assuming you're just max speed, but you probably are a little bit bulkier than that. The only problem with that is that you have to give up special attack as well to keep the speed boost.
Yeah, you basically gotta be 1 under the speed set. Can't even do the same, because then it gives a special attack boost.
Right, Annihilate got 2. Rotom went crazy, Rotom got 4.
Yeah, I kind of let Rotom just get KOs.
Yeah.
But my Sandy Shocks also went crazy, I think.
Yeah, the Sandy Shocks went crazy.
Oh, Spring, what did you want to waver
probably
that's
just
on a different team?
Testing the bot. What else? I
really like this. I really like the Sandy Shocks Espathra like bluff with the gravity hypnosis that you just didn't have.
Oh, you didn't have it? That's really funny.
No, I didn't have it.
Like I could tell Conix was playing around it, but you just didn't have it. It was a really good bluff.
It's the whole there are certain Pokemon similar to like Annihilate and Amoonguss where like you expect a certain strategy for sure, or like Spore, and you have to respect it, and you have to put your building into that, countering stuff like Spore or Rage Fist or whatever. To the point where I felt like, well, just being an offensive Espathra Sandy Shocks is still going to give me good value, and they can build all for hypnosis gravity stuff. I don't have to deal with that.
Also, how bulky was your
That's just a
Spectrier? Was it really bulky? Because it lived. I think I was.
Bulky.
I think I was +1 Rage Fist, which
Yeah,
like
you were +1.
so like that. I mean, I was that does like over 100% like comfortably to.
I can already tell I had 193 HP. I also had substitute as Spectre.
Oh my gosh!
So I could have clicked that, but I was like, nah, this Shadow Wall is just gonna do way too much.
How
for
much,
you to win
how
that
much
game.
bulk did you have on your Iron Hands too? Because that Drain Punch bounced
much.
right off of.
No, Iron Hands. Even naturally, Iron Hands is just so thick. Like it's
Yeah.
absurd.
Like Terra Normal, super effective Drain Punch bouncing right off that Iron Hands was.
Yeah,
Like it's probably like a 4-hit KO to regular Iron Hands.
it did 90 HP, and I had like 240, 50, whatever. Okay, I had 140 HP vs 188 defense.
Okay.
I didn't
Did
really
you have any-
speed on Spectre. I only made 158.
Was that for Is that for Noivern or is that slower than Noivern?
I think that's just for like all the Overquill Rotom stuff.
Oh,
but
okay, it's like the
also
85 guys.
The 85 guys, yeah, and then also Sneasel if it's at. No, wait, that's not true. What else? Oh, Bramblegrass probably.
Okay, yeah, Bramblegrass
something-
Space 90. Also Annihilate Space 90 as well.
Yeah.
I was very
went
fast
with
on a
those.
lot of my guys, so that probably did not pay off in the end because I didn't have the bulk. I probably should have. I don't know. I liked the speed on Mousehold to be able to to be faster than your base 85s, I think, which was faster than Samurott and everything slower than it. So I liked that a lot. The only problem is that meant that I couldn't live 2 Earth Powers from Sandy Shocks.
Yeah.
And Rotom, I couldn't because I was Life Orb. Well, I was also forced to be max speed Rotom to respect the Samurott as well, because Rotom's 1 point faster.
Yeah.
But good games. I had a great time. Alright, and that was week 1. A little sad that I lost, but like I just said there's no shame in losing to a great player. I feel like I played well enough. I'm a little rusty still. I probably should not. Going forward, I'm not going to burn my Terra so immediately. Take some time to think about what I do before I do it. I'm very proud of the game too. Game 3, I mean, I don't think it was like necessarily bad. I was trying to avoid a 50-50, and Duckii obviously just made a very hard read there, which paid off immensely for them, almost winning the game immediately on turn 1. Game 1, I maybe should have played a little bit more cautiously. I should have probably just predicted that they would double protect and do something else. But there's really nothing to do there. It just gets the Espather faster. Yeah, if I had waited a turn to Terra, I could have baited the Lumina Crash into my Annihilate. So should have predicted the double protect first. But whatever. So next week we're either up against the Thunder Waves or the Boston Red Sox over here behind my webcam. So it depends on who loses because that's the way our bracket's structured now. I can show you that. Duckii's gone up here. I'm down here. I'm up against one of these two teams. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.